The main opposition People Power Party's Yoon Suk-yeol spent the day in the country's southeast. He visited the birthplace of former President Park Chung-hee, an authoritarian leader credited by many for Korea's rapid economic growth. Kyeung-eun reports.
On day 4 of his campaign, Yoon Suk-yeol of the main opposition People Power Party headed to the country's southeast. It was his second stop there in just 4 days, apparently seeking to cement his support in the traditionally conservative region. But there was added attention on this visit because Yoon went to Gumi, the birthplace of former conservative President Park Chung-hee, known both for his autocratic role and having led the country's rapid economic development. The last time Yoon went to Gumi 5 months ago, a group of conservative activists stopped him from entering the home where Park Chung-hee was born, because it was Yoon who led the impeachment of Park's daughter, former President Park Geun-hye. This time, however, he did go in, and he said he will follow the example of what he called Park's socio-economic revolution. Later, in an appeal to the voters of Gumi, whose city benefited greatly from Park's industrial projects, Yoon vowed to recreate that revolution.
President Park Chung-hee designated Gumi as an industrial complex, making the city the industrial hub in textiles, machinery, electricity, and electronics. I will recreate that glorious age.
Yoon also stopped in Daegu, the hometown of ex-President Park Geun-hye, who is said to be discharged from hospital after having been pardoned earlier this year. Throughout his campaign, Yoon has consistently emphasized that this election should be about punishing the current government for what he says are its corruption scandals and policy failures.
I urge all of you in Gyeongsang-buk-do province to come together and bring strict justice to this Democratic Party that has nominated a person who is at the center of a massive corruption scandal.
Yoon will continue his campaign in the southeast on Saturday. Kyeung-eun, Arirang News.